Hit it! Woo-hoo! And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Got the usual suspects. I've got Yinko down here.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Strike over here. And the goat just in the left corner. So with today's stream, it's a very interesting kind of one. We've got a few topics, a few little nuanced discussions to have. But Brother Yinko, you want to read out the list?
Yeah, so we got the future of X-Men on screen. We got Venom non-spoiler and reactions. Karate Kid trilogy as one movie. Cobra Kai Reinvented Karate Kid. And thoughts on the next Karate Kid and the Karate Kid. And our favorite Halloween movies.
Solid list. So I suppose we could start out with Venom. But first things first, I'm going to say hello to some folks in the chat. Darius, brother, what's up?
What's up,
How are
man?
you, good sir? How are you? Lisa asked, Curious Crow, Eagle Fang for Life, Cobra Kai Enthusiast. Jamie Clark, you're celebrating your birthday? Oh, wait, is it your birthday today, Jamie? Well, if it's your birthday, everyone in the chat, say happy birthday to him immediately.
Happy birthday.
Right now. Put a pint up to him. So, hey, Blue Kit Kats, what's up? Hey, King, we see. There you go. The King is still with us. Top Shotter. Honestly, the most badass display picture I've ever seen. Top Shotter. Honestly, really good.
I like this. I like
I
this.
approve it. I really approve. Okay, so we can start with Venom, I guess. Now, no spoilers. Spoiler free. Okay. I'm not going to mention what the post-credit scene is or what the spoilers are. But one thing I'm going to say is it's very hard to talk about this movie without giving anything away.
Yeah, it's very
I'm going to
hard.
say this. If you like the first one, chances are you're probably going to like this one. If you had concerns with the first one and didn't really like some of the creative decision and direction, chances are you're still going to be on the fence. Now, there are some choices made in this movie. I'm going to say what. There are some choices made in this movie that I fundamentally disagree with. I would not have made those decisions. And here's the thing. The movie in and of itself, it's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie. It's it's a good time. It's a fun time. However, Fast and Furious is fun. Venom 2 is an indication of what will happen when Sony has more control over this universe that they've got going on. And I don't know how to feel with them steering the ship. Because it feels like they might be sailing towards the iceberg and the ship now converted to the Titanic. But there is a lot to like about this movie in terms of the acting and directing. Those two I'll give props. Those aren't the problems with the movie. The chemistry between Eddie and Venom is still as strong as ever. And probably the saving grace of this movie. But overall, because again, it's one of the movies I can't say too much without giving a lot away. It's now sparked me to do a whole CHOZEN live a week from now on what I would have done with this movie. Because there's just a lot of missed opportunities, I feel. Still an enjoyable watch, and the scene where, this is like an exclusive clip on PlayStation that they released of Venom, kind of escaping, right, when he puts his hands on the thing. Chills. But, having said that, in terms of rating, I don't really do ratings because my rating will always change. But in terms of me wanting to go and rewatch this film, let's just say I prefer the first one. I prefer the first one. There's something about the first one. As much flaws as the first one has, I feel like the first one's not a fun ride. The second one, yeah. Thank you for coming to my chosen TED Talk. So that's basically all I've got to say on the non-spoilery aspect of Venom. Next week, I will be expressing my full opinions. And yes, Revenge of the Sith is an amazing film. Well said. That's a film I can talk all the live long day about. Boys, what are your non-spoilery?
Who wants to take the floor? Who's seen it? You want to go?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. So you guys take it.
Like it's not a bad movie. It is a good time, but go ahead, Jacob.
I think it kind of lost the essence of the first one. It's just like a slow burner. It starts out like a slow burner. Yeah. The plot's all over the place. The MCU humor. I mean, it's crazy. And then there was a certain nightclub scene, and I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on, Sony? What keyboard huffer are you huffing?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is that it? Because I'm going to let loose. I'm going to do the best I can.
Do the best you can to not give anything away.
Brother, oh man. So you know that feeling when you're going to the cinema, you're going to see a new movie, and you smell that popcorn, that amazing scent.
Oh, yeah, just as you're walking towards the concessions bit, and you get,
And this theater that my dad, near my dad's house, I'm at my dad's house right now, it has it's like a Regal RPX theater. They have like IMAX, 3D, big screens everywhere, and I love it. But this, in the words of TCK, this movie is one big bag of Skittles, man. I mean, you got all the flavors in this one. I mean, good grief. I mean, oh man, like the first 5 minutes, I'm trying to figure out what are they doing with this camera work. Like, it's all blurry and shit. And
it's really hard to talk about it, like non-spoiler, without giving anything away.
Okay, like this. Okay. The movie, when you're judging, I've seen a lot of people say, okay, the movie is fun. And okay, yeah, it's fun. As a movie on its own, yeah, it could be fun. But I judge these movies on movie and comic book movie because that's important. This movie, like for example, Thor Ragnarok, TCK's favorite MCU film, that movie is a good movie, but it's not a good comic book movie. It's a terrible comic book movie. This movie right here, this one right here, can make a case for being both trash in both departments in my book.
I agree, Darius.
This thing, I recommend you watch something better or you do something better. Don't watch this movie. I'm sorry. Like,
watch Halloween Kills after this.
If you're gonna watch it, watch something like better. Like this movie really, really pissed me off as a Spider-Man fan. And I'm gonna go more in detail with the spoiler review, but good gravy.
And this time next week, all feelings will be out on the table regarding this movie. And yeah, the runtime.
No nuance.
It didn't even feel like 2 hours, really.
No.
Well, no. TCK, what I'm saying is, if you take the comic book elements out of that movie, like let's say if Thor wasn't
Ragnarok is a fun movie, but as a comic book movie,
like a Ragnarok, like I'm saying, if Ragnarok wasn't a comic book movie, and if it wasn't based on Thor, it's a fun, good movie.
Yeah, but, so pretty much go in there watching it with the intention of just fun. Like, don't go in there.
Yeah.
And no one's expecting, because you've always got to say this now. No one's expecting an Oscar movie for Venom. Like, no one expected that. But a little bit more. Like, this isn't even an average Tony movie standard. Like, even the soundtrack was weak for me. I was like, no, even the soundtrack.
The soundtrack was dog water, dude. I mean, this was awful.
The musical score seemed to be all over the place for me. I mean, it was just I don't know.
It's like when you watch the first 5 minutes of this movie and you just feel like, oh, they're just punching, shoving everything. So like too much of this, too much of that. Or we're jumping right into the plot. We just want to get through this because we only have an hour and 30 minutes. We have two characters to introduce, and we just want to go in the future and all that stuff. We don't care.
Well,
this movie had so much lazy writing. And
here's a question. Hang on 1 second.
that's Carnage calling.
They just wasted Woody Harrelson. They wasted him.
Not fair.
Although I'm not going to say it, but I'm just saying.
No, I meant me. I was about
to. Woody Harrelson is a great actor, and he's perfect for Carnage.
He is.
But
I'll be right back, guys.
No worries, pal.
They just wasted him, man. He was back. It was sad, and Carnage was cartoony. He wasn't Carnage. He was cartoony.
The Spider-Man animated series, despite it having a younger demographic, it does Carnage and Venom so much better.
The title of the movie,
one from the 90s.
Yeah. This movie's title was Venom Let There Be Carnage. Venom Let There Be a Dab of Carnage. That's what the title should have been. Let there be a bite, dab. That's all you got. You don't get the whole meal. You get a salad. It's like you get an appetizer, and that's it. And it doesn't pay off at the end. That's all I'm gonna say. Venom, what is up with the jokes here? I mean,
oh God! It's not even Thor has a little break in between jokes. It's like there's so many
jokes.
There was one joke, right, or a couple of jokes that I literally busted out laughing. I was like, yes, that's hilarious. But then they do the joke again, and I'm like, no, let it stay there once. Don't repeat it. And then it's like too many jokes, too short, not enough context and nuance, not enough time to let things breathe. It was just an excuse to let me say my phrase again. The film's too short, rushing through things. Like the standard Sony film at this point, when it pertains to Spider-Man, is rushed, too many characters, too many subplots, not enough time to breathe, not like so much in there. But at least the soundtrack slaps. There's barely any even of that. Like it's
ruined my weekend. I'm sorry, it did. I have to say.
And the problem I have with this, and this is a video I got coming up, right? Everyone's talking about the post-credit scene. I'm not going to say what it is. Don't comment it in chat. The post-credit scene is cool. It's good. I like it. But the problem is the post-credit scene is for another movie or another story. This movie, in and of itself,
it doesn't pay off.
Dragged if it didn't have that at the end. It would be absolutely demolished. This movie would be torn apart by every single critic, if not for that at the end. Like, it's still enjoyable. It's a fun time, but it's not. It's just like it's like literally where
It makes you want to cry, doesn't it? It makes you want to cry.
Well, I remember just after watching it, I was just like, man, no. Like, I should have. This is how I should have felt. All right. Once the movie ends, I'm like, oh my oh, and then I get the credit scene. I'm going, oh, but instead I got the end credit scene, right? And I just go, ah, saving grace. You know that yeah, it's literally, and the post credit scenes are cool. But the movie in and of itself, what is this movie telling? What's this story telling? What are these characters doing? You know, where are we going with this? How are we moving forward in a rich and organic way that serves the original so it feels like a natural continuation, but also pushes it forward in a way where you go, okay, we're now moving forward. But it feels like nothing happened.
I'd rather watch X-Men Origins Wolverine than this. And that movie's worse than this movie. But I would actually agree with that. But the X-Men Origins Wolverine may be worse than this movie. But I'd rather watch Hugh Jackman slice bodies in half and less jokes, because at least it knows what it's doing. And also, there's a moment in this movie at the end that made me just stand up like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you?
I know. I literally, all I was just.
I'm not gonna say, but that's it.
Why?
Like this. Tom Hardy. What is
Sony, man?
Fucking bollocks.
Based on what you guys are saying, it sounds like the movie just struggles standing on its own as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's literally the big problem with it.
It just lost the tone of what the first one was trying to do.
Mm-hmm. I hate it when
basically from
like once, like you know what they're going for, and it's just like, and with Carnage, like they cut away from.
Oh, that annoyed me.
They cut away more kills than Candyman. And y'all know I didn't like that movie. They cut away kills more than Candyman. It's Carnage. This movie should have been rated R, and it should have been 2 hours. This was lazy.
It didn't even feel like it was pushing it. It didn't even feel like it was pushing a hard PG-13. Like in some PG-13 movies, you can get away with showing the kills as long as there's not like let's say for example, no spoilers, someone's arm gets cut off. You see a bit of blood. You can get away with that. Rated R, you'd see gashing and oozing everywhere, but you can get away with it. PG-13, like you can get away with it, but they don't. It's sort of like in the first movie, how when Venom kills that guy, like literally the head. Like I'm gonna demonstrate. So you got the guy's head here, right? This is what happens.
Pretty much, yeah.
That, like you don't see it. Like it's just like. It's really annoying.
This movie has more useless characters than WandaVision. And listen, I love Michelle Williams, but what the hell are you doing in here? Like, what do you do? What's going on? Like,
that's one of the things that annoy me the most, and I'll talk about that next week.
They had a I'm not gonna say what it is until like next week. They had a comedy moment in the climax of the movie. Why? Like, and freaking Venom. They try to give you like this power struggle with him and Eddie, and it just doesn't work. It's so silly, and it's fucking dumb. And literally,
I couldn't understand Venom so bad. I mean, I was going to go up and tell them that I was deaf, hard of hearing, that I need subtitles to watch the movie.
I heard that too, that like it was hard to understand him.
Yeah, like in the first one, like even though like Venom would speak with authority and it would be different, you could hear it, like it was crisp.
Yeah.
In this movie, it was like instead of Venom going, "Oh, I want to eat his brains," it was like, I want to eat his brains. Like, it's like, huh? What?
Huh?
I'll go in death.
I'm seeing the movie probably next Saturday. So
Like, there are scenes that save the movie,
Mhm.
at least for a good time. Like, there are scenes. So the one that is on the PlayStation channel, the Carnage Breakout, like that scene was good. I wanted more of that. There's like little individual moments that are good. And it's just one of them ones that I think if you just watch it as like a fun time, you'll probably enjoy it more. But
Yeah.
man, it feels like, and this is my problem with superhero movies in general now, is it feels like we've got this, the double quarter pounder with cheese, right? This is the movie, and it's setting up the chicken wrap. Okay, it's setting up the chicken wrap. Unfortunately, the double quarter pounder with cheese is only half. Like, it's only half. There's only half the burger, so you're not getting the full experience because you're setting up this. Like, that's the most.
You ain't getting the
apt
full
analogy.
barbecue. I know
No.
that.
And then even when you get to this, you've got about a third of this missing, and then it sets up the next movie, and then you get a full burger, but you get no box. Like, it's like you can't. There's no consistency. Like, there's just no consistency. It's just movie, set up next movie. Pardon me. Set up next movie. Set up next movie. Set up next movie. Ooh, hit the brakes.
I like to mention.
What's special about this movie?
Wait. No.
Go ahead, sir.
How did you get to see it, Eagle Fang? Do you live in the UK or something?
I haven't gone to see it yet.
Anyway, all these Marvel YouTubers that
Do
are
not
saying
drink a lot before seeing it.
all these Marvel YouTubers that are seeing the movie that are saying it's fun, it has a little bit of problems. They're not keeping it real. I'm sorry, they're just not. They're just doing it because they get invited to these press screenings and they want to say something good about the movie so they can keep going. Bollocks. So that's all I gotta say. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to and also I don't want to that. It's not the worst movie.
Yeah.
There are horrible movies.
Oh yeah,
it's not the worst one. You can still enjoy yourself with it, but
it ain't good either. I know that.
I would temper expectations before going in. I really would, because
temper it. Like, put them down, bro.
Man, fuck's sake, what are they fucking doing over there? Jesus
Christ.
Do
not let me influence you.
Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't have to say it, but we've kind of got to, because everyone's like, but I enjoy it. It's like, you can enjoy it. That's fine. You can enjoy it. And most casuals will probably enjoy it. But if you're like, into the comics, you're versed into the character, even if you're not a comic nerd, even if you grew up watching the animated series, you're gonna have a few problems with the decisions this movie has. It's just like, why? Missed opportunity. Why did you do that? You could have gone there, but you didn't. It's just like, But
exactly, Cobra Kai World. They put out fake opinions, but you got guys like me and other reviewers that want to keep it real. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm done. I'm done.
That double quarter pounder, man.
I'm done talking.
I'm gonna get to that on a shirt, man. The double quarter pounder.
The best part of the movie for me was the previews.
Cobra Kai World gets it. He gets it. Also, in my theater, they didn't even show the No Way Home trailer on IMAX. Okay, great, man.
Wow. Way to set the tone.
Or the Batman trailer. It's like that was a terrible day, man.
So I went into the theater and there was like one seat left, right?
Oh dang!
Oh, was he joking?
No, go
Carry
ahead.
on every time. Phone. Ouch.
Yeah, so I get this like 300-pound dude like right next to me. I have like a young high school couple like on their first date next to me.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
She's talking, she's talking,
Oh boy.
And then the Batman trailer came on, and he's like, the guy next to me, the big mountain guy, he's like, "Oh man, they did not cast that guy as Batman, did they?" And then after he starts fighting the guys, after he starts fighting the guys and says, I'm vengeance, then he kind of changed his tune.
Oh, yeah. Dumbass.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai, well,
I
they
had-
showed
I had an
Eternal
interesting theater
Beauty.
experience, but the movie itself wasn't much.
Oh, you want to hear mine? So it was only 3 people in there.
I had a full house, man. I had a full. Every seat was
Well,
packed.
I went to go see it towards like rush hour, where people don't go to 5 o'clock showings here on like weekdays because like it's rush hour. People get off work, and so there was like this one guy. He was a Venom fanboy. This man was laughing at every joke. Oh, that's hilarious. Shut up. And then this other guy, literally this dude answers his phone when the movie starts, and he's talking to his girlfriend. He's like, "Yeah, baby, I'm in the theater, man. You know what I'm saying, no.
Shut the fuck up.
I was going, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, god dang, get out of it." And then like this man leaves like 8 minutes, but when it's 8 minutes left in the movie, he leaves. It's like, so you just came to hang out, huh? Like, you just came to hang out. You didn't care about this movie. You just came to hang out, get away from the world, I guess. Good gravy, man. Oh!
We got the Ravens jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah,
What's up,
Carnage's
boys?
voice was good. I'll give it that.
The man, the myth, the legend himself, the Skittles.
TCK.
Had to wear it.
Oh,
Skittles.
bro, that is not a compliment. I don't want to be known as the Skittles.
Well, the biggest Thor Ragnarok fan.
Yeah, that on the shirt, man.
TCK in the chat.
Never mind. I'll be called the Steeler. I mean, I'll be called the Skittles over the Thor Ragnarok fan any day, though.
Nah.
Say Steelers.
So, TCK, did you have the pleasure of watching Venom 2 in theaters?
I did have the pleasure of not seeing it. RJ convinced me not to see it.
Hey,
So-
don't let me. Hey, I said don't let me convince you. Don't let me convince you.
No. But like, I trust you, and I don't want to repeat a Thor Ragnarok. So
TCK, I feel like you'll.
No, wait till it
Knowing
comes
you,
out.
I feel like you'll walk out like 20 minutes in. You're like, I'm.
Spend
Look at like-
$1.50 at Redbox.
Like
And
you'll
watch
get
it.
to that point where like after the first 10 minutes, you'll just be like,
Dude,
just
as
walk
I was watching it, I was thinking of all you guys. I'm like, Jacob's gonna hate this movie. TCK is gonna definitely shit on this movie. Right? I think he's gonna fall asleep during this movie.
And you know what's heartbreaking for me is the foundation of my channel's beginning started with the first Venom film. Like that's why I have like a bit more of an affection to it, just because that was the Kickstarter, that movie. So I was like, please let this slap. And it's like the slap was coming in and missed and broke the wrist on the way around. That's what happened with that. So yeah, heartbreaking.
Now, well, Jacob, here's my question for you. Because Venom 2 got delayed, like 1 or 2 times, right? Didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Do they take it back to the edit room and then go over it, or do they just hold it? You know.
They can.
That's a good
do.
question.
It depends on the situation. So if they've already got the movie ready to release
They didn't do that for this
before
movie,
that
I know
happens, then maybe. But it feels like there might have been, and I don't want to give too much away here, but it feels like there might have been a lot of stuff done in post. Like there are some times when characters are talking where it's not like if I was talking to you guys and I said, I'm going to scream at a guy, context and nuance, I'm going to go scream at him, right? I'm going to scream at a guy, context and nuance. Like it's out of sync. Like there was that a lot throughout the movie. Like I kept noticing that, just like the lip syncing was off. So I don't know if the delays were due to creative reasons or maybe it was just delayed for whatever reason. And during that time, maybe they started changing stuff. Because it does feel like it. It feels like there's like you feel like you're going one way, and then as the movie's progressing, you kind of go that way, and then you go back that way, and then you're going back that way, and then you're going back this way, And it's like, what way are we going? There's more ways we're going than bloody Carnage. The appendage thingies. It's just, yeah. But I don't know if that factored into it, but I could say so.
I'm just glad the Many Saints of Newark was enjoyable because I was afraid after seeing Venom that I was not gonna like the Many Saints of Newark. I'm glad that was good. So October is not off to a great start as I was hoping it would be because it's a packed month. But
can't wait for Halloween Kills because I'm gonna live vicariously through him as he slaughters people.
What?
And I'm gonna imagine every single one of them is a Sony executive.
What a fucking disappointment.
That's a good mindset going in.
RJ, did you watch them back to back?
No, what happened was I watched Venom. Actually, I can't even remember what I watched first. I think I watched Venom first, and then I watched Many Saints of Newark.
Oh God!
I
watched best you did that way, yeah.
I watched them both.
So Face says about an hour and a half of the film was left.
Because I'm a Sopranos fan, so I had to watch that movie. But God, dude, I did not like Venom. And this is the thing. Top Shotter makes a good point. Is again the post-credit scene is cool. Like it's really cool. But I feel like that is also a double-edged sword because now the movie can't be what it should have been because it has to prepare for that, if you know what I mean, in terms of that age rating. And that scares me because aside from Deadpool, I'm smelling PG-13 for every other character. If they PG-13,
I'm not feeling comfortable with that.
Punisher, if they PG-13 Punisher, I am leading the riots.
The first Venom was darker. Like the first one was.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It had that edge to it. It had that edge to it.
I really don't understand why it's not rated R. I mean, Joker is rated R, and that made $1 billion at the box office.
Yeah, there's no excuse for Marvel. Stop sucking up to the mouse. You can.
Yeah.
This is really frustrating.
Mickey's not going to sleep with you.
Mickey's going to sue you.
I'm going to say this. People get mad at me. They're like, oh, you take this stuff too seriously. No, it's so simple. It's a comic book. This isn't Lord of the Rings. This is comic books. This is intentional characters. Like, the importance of characters. Like, you can't just, like, it's, oh, my God.
Curious Kuros, who do I prefer as an antagonist? Well, in isolation, Carnage. Mm-hmm. But with Riot, Riot I forgave because he's a D-list symbiote, like F-list character. And he's like an entry-level villain. So, it is what it is with Riot. Like, I wasn't really, like, there for Riot. I was there for Venom. So I don't mind, have a nice life. Bye-bye, Riot. Don't mind that. But with Carnage, however, and I've said this a million times, even the casuals know it's Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage. Toxin's cool, Anti-Venom's cool, all of them are cool, but it's those three. Those three in particular are the pillars of most of the darker Spider-Man stories. And
this is just so disappointing because these are comic book characters. You can't, like, it's so simple to write them. Like, just get the freaking lore of the character, origin, whatever. Get the central part of the character that you get right. For example, Batman does not kill, so don't have him kill. It's that simple. So, like, but this right here, what Sony, I'm going to say this. Spider-Man, there are some Spider-Man fans that want him to go back to Sony. I have a question for you.
No.
Why? Did you not? Here's what's going to happen if he goes back to Sony. I still think he's not going to, based off the post-credit. No, shut up. I'm going to shut up. Oh, okay. Anyway. When you look at the way Sony why am I echoing? What the fuck? What the hell? I'm sorry.
Speaking
I'm
to the
taking
world.
off.
Speaking to the world.
Sony is just gonna do this with Tom Holland. They're gonna be like, okay, he's gonna go in this movie, this Madam Web, Aunt May movie, Venom 4, Venom 5. Like they're just gonna shove him in everything. Yeah, like so no, Sony, let go of Spider-Man. Let go. Let go. Let it go.
Like Marvel,
I'll even play the I'll play the Frozen song for you. Let it go.
Strict rule pisses me off. I would rather he's over there. Like I can't. No, get them off it, please. I worry about Sony and they've done this with the major characters. Man, if they've done this with the major characters, and then Silver Sable comes in, and we get this Oscar-worthy movie, I'm gonna be pissed.
Is it sad that I would rather watch Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire than watch Venom 2?
No, it's not
that
sad.
movie's leaps and bounds better.
Honestly, bro, that movie has Bully Maguire.
You guys,
that's where he was born. That's where
you guys might not agree with me. Not Topher Grace. No, he's not. He's not a good choice for Venom. But I'm saying,
yeah,
Raimi's Venom, as far as like him being Venom. I'm not talking about acting or anything. The feel of him is better than Venom in this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because in my opinion,
you're right.
I didn't like how Venom came about, and it didn't have Spider-Man involved either. Like right off the bat, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the Venom character needs to encounter Spider-Man before Eddie Brock. If that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
They're just trying to shove the Maximum Carnage storyline, and they're doing it without Spider-Man. Like, you can't. This is the problem with these villain movies. Like, you can't just keep doing them like without the hero, because the hero makes the villain.
No, like it's cool to make the villain like a good guy, but you can't do it for every character. Like, I mean, not all of them.
So, which leads us to our next topic: the future of X-Men on screen.
Yeah, I'm done talking about Spider-Man. I mean, Venom.
Yeah, like, I mean, for everyone in the chat, like, that's probably as non-spoilery as we can give it. And the closing statement I'm going to say is, go and see the movie, like, or watch the movie. That's all I'll say. Watch the movie,
or save your money,
or save your money. But also, go in with the intention of just expecting to have fun. Like, don't expect anything more from it. Put it this way: as I said, if you like the first movie, chances are you might like this one. I think the first one's just marginally better, but you might like this one. If you had concerns with the first one, those concerns might still be there. So go in, have a good time as best as you can. Enjoy the post-credit scene. But yeah, that's about as non-spoiler as I can give it. Like, I need to move on. And this week, a time will have gone by. We're going to be talking spoilers, and I'm going to be saying what needs to be said. However, until then, let's talk about Bub. So, future of the X-Men. Let's go. Who wants to ride us off?
I can go first. Well, TCK, you want to go?
No, RJ, you can go first. I gotta think of it.
Okay. As far as like the X-Men goes, King sent us something I think a week back about, like, I'm not really gonna get into that. I'm just gonna dwell on it a little bit, but on how they don't want it to be called the X-Men, like people.
Oh God.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. So.
Oh boy.
I think they should either just keep it X-Men.
I'm a woman.
Oh boy.
The ironic thing here is, for all those normies, and I'm just going to be real, the idiots, right, who've never read a comic in their life, that say, hey, that's not right. One of the strongest, if not the strongest on her day, right, who doesn't have any special code name and transforms, is Jean Grey. She's powerful as shit. Like, honestly, Dark Phoenix, like when she snaps into that, most men couldn't compete. Rogue, Shadowcat, you know, the list is endless. So keep it X-Men. Don't change it for any nonsensical reason. Keep it as it is. Screw those people that don't understand any nuance. They you know, we don't need to live in that world where things are X-Men. Oh, that's a bit sexy. No, it's not. No, it's not. More important.
Like, this is the thing. Stop pandering to these SJWs. Sorry. Stop pandering to these SJWs. Keep it X-Men. Just keep it X-Men. Like,
yeah, I mean, social justice in and of itself is fine, but like it, not here. Like it's
making
X-Men.
it too far.
I mean, it's Wolverine and Cyclops. I mean, come on. No one. It's not. Come on. Like, let's not make this world where everything is a problem. Where it says X-Men. Oh, did you know that's a little bit? Oh, that's a bit. Oh, no, guys. Come on.
What are we doing?
Thanks to Disney's acquisition of Fox Movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, like a lot of rumors. There's rumors that like
a level mutant.
There's rumors that they're gonna. I think they're just gonna use a multiverse to bring in like the Fox X-Men, like specifically James McAvoy. I would prefer.
Yeah, bring the good one.
If I would, okay, this might be my unpopular opinion. I would prefer
James and Michael.
You keep James McAvoy. You keep James McAvoy as Professor X. And then you keep Michael Fassbender as Magneto because he was so good.
That's it.
I mean, he was really good.
They really brought the character to life a bit.
You keep those two, and that's it.
And you can still do a lot of stories with them because they're relatively young, so you can still have a lot with them. As far as the rest of the characters go, start fresh.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys, but like I'm kind of like sick of the X-Men for a while after that last Dark Phoenix.
That movie was horrible.
I kind of want to break. I don't think we need to rush into the X-Men in the MCU. I think we wait a few years. I think we wait a few years until they, take their time to find a good story, good actors, who they're going to bring back, who they're not. Take their time with it. Don't rush into it. I'm honestly fine waiting a few years until we see the X-Men again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like, I think we will see them soon with this multiverse stuff, but I think they'll probably be like cameos from like previous X-Men stuff. But in terms of like fresh start, I agree. Take your time, bring them in organically. But the thing is though, as long as they, because I have it pegged that like their story, because they haven't been in the MCU like at all, their story is so intrinsically linked to like Magneto in World War II, Charles Xavier growing up in a rich mansion. Like that's such a key part of their history. Without it, it would really sort of take away from the fundamental base of the characters. So if they are to do it in some way where maybe it's hard. Keep that part of their story. Keep that because it's so key to their characters. But don't rush it. Take your time with it. Yeah. Maybe bring that story in and have it at the end of the multiverse stuff, and then just gradually work towards it after all this is done, like in a phase or two. Don't rush into it. Because I mean, Fantastic Four is coming. I would like them to take their time with those guys as well.
My only thing is this though, with the whole X-Men, this is my concern with the multiverse, like lazy writing and stuff, like bringing in, like it just. I hate when like these reporters are saying like, oh, well, if it'll make Sam Raimi's movies canon. No, that's bollocks. No, it's not canon. Okay, if just because Maguire and Garfield are going to be in this movie, it's not canon in MCU. Like that's bullshit. Okay, it was not the first MCU. That'll be stupid. Okay, like if Kevin Feige comes out and say that, then I'm gonna be pissed because no. You can use a multiverse all you want, but when we introduce like new characters,
you gotta be careful. It's like time travel with it. You got to be careful because I mean, look at this a good example. Like the CW ended up like if they kill off a character, hey, why'd you kill off that character? Well, we've got another Earth. Like, and that can be risky because then it removes stakes from the situations. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, that's something that I really don't want them to do. And yeah, Fan Four Stick was fucking horrible. That Jesus, that movie was atrocious.
That movie was trash. Ooh, hot garbage.
Bro, they wasted Michael B. Jordan.
Wasted Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
I don't know what the hell they were doing with that movie.
Would you guys
Tristan
like
asks, who's my favorite Spider-Man? Like, actor-wise or just... Like, what do you mean? Like, specify.
Would you guys like a Gambit solo film?
I honestly don't care about that.
Talks.
I mean,
for like years, man.
That's been in talk since I was 8 years old, man.
Yeah,
like,
man, I couldn't even spell Gambit when they were talking about
I
it.
can care less.
For me, Channing Tatum, as good as he is, he's not Gambit.
Yeah, he's not Gambit.
What about?
Yeah,
Laura
I never
from
understood
Logan?
that. Like, why do they want Channing Tatum as Gambit?
Like, he's not some like suave American. He's like a occasion. Let's try us a new deal. He's a French, like, kind of bounty hunter, if you will. He joins the X-Men. For me, I feel like if they're going to bring the X-Men in, you got to have him with the main crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys see a movie with the girl from the Logan, the daughter?
I honestly would like
I
her.
wouldn't mind that.
She was badass.
Like, I mean,
I wouldn't mind that.
You
mean a movie
it
like
doesn't need
just
to be
about
canon.
her, or
I
like?
wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
Or-
like the aftermath of Logan.
I would see it.
If they do it right and they don't like force like she's a woman,
Oh yeah,
then
of
I'm
course,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's like a natural progression, then I wouldn't mind. I know it wouldn't be canon to anything, but put it this way: how peak is this, right? A movie that has a character that's literally introduced in one movie, right, where Logan's, spoiler, killed off, very emotional, and X-23 gets a solo movie. That could be the best ending to the Fox X-Men than a story that has all the X-Men. It's really weird, but I wouldn't mind it. A one-off movie, yeah, of course. She was badass. Get a little flashback of Hugh Jackman in, maybe.
Oh yeah, they gotta do that.
I 100% believe he's showing up in Doctor Strange too. Seriously.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he won't be
feeling like a
staying,
bunch
but
of-
for a hey,
Cameo.
here he is. Like, whoosh, oh.
I heard a rumor earlier this week that Christian Bale was supposed to show up in The Flash, as like
What?
a cameo. Yeah,
How would that be?
I think this movie is going to be. I think that movie is going to be bad, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just banking on, like.
Well, I've
Joel
said this
fans.
before, but like I don't like Ezra Miller's Flash. I don't think I ever will. I just don't like the way he
I
betrays
don't
him.
like Ezra Miller's Flash either.
No. He's too much. He's too much MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah, too much of a comedian trying to be something.
Mhm.
Thing
Yeah,
is,
like
with
they
The
tried to
Flash,
replicate that formula where he's like the young angsty teen, where he's like, it's like, hi Barry, I'm Diana. That's not like I mean that was funny, but like other times where it's just I was like, okay, you're trying to do a Spider-Man here. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Warner Brothers. Stop copying Marvel. Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
what a weekend!
Yeah.
So what about treating the
What a
Karate
weekend.
Kid trilogy as one movie?
The Karate Kid trilogy.
I mean,
It'd be a long fucking movie.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that'll be a long ass movie.
Yeah, that would be
I wouldn't say it is, but if they did, it would be at least probably
like a
7 hours or 8 hours, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could kind of fit 1 and 3 together just because they're so similar. But like 1 and 2 in the same movie, like the vibes, like the same, they have totally different tones. So I don't think it would make sense for 1 and 2 to be in the same movie. But I could see like 1 and 3 merge into one.
Yeah.
Because they're so similar.
Do you think Cobra Kai reinvented Karate Kid? Especially like with merchandise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
like with what I said, like in the last stream that I did with you guys, is that this show has just like, I mean, the 3 movies, nostalgia is there, always like great. Even Karate Kid 3, for Terry Silver. But the show has given me such a, like, anytime I watch an episode of Cobra Kai, like, I don't know how they do this. This is how fucking good this show is. Each episode makes me want to go and watch the movie or one of the movies. Like, I don't know how. Like, like you just watch a scene or you get a musical cue and then you're like, oh, I want to go watch that movie. Like, it honestly, it does that every time I watch an episode. But it gives you, like, this new perspective on these and makes you look at them in a different way. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, not enough people respect the movies enough after Cobra Kai came out, because a lot of these, people are watching Cobra Kai.
Casuals.
Yeah, they're watching Cobra Kai without seeing the movies. So, that's kind of, it disrespects Miyagi because, like, because Mr. Miyagi, he's the reason, he's the best. Come on, he's like the best character of the whole franchise, So, like, you're just skipping all of that, all those great scenes, So, like, it sucks that, I think
Miyagi wisdom.
Yeah. And, like, a bunch of the kids, if they go back to see the movies, they're rooting for Cobra Kai, I think, rather than, like, Daniel. You know what I mean? Because, the show makes, Cobra Kai look like the good guys, especially in 1 and 2, So that kind of takes away from the movies, I think, a little.
I definitely agree with you there, TCK. Like, I love that growing up. I wanted to be Daniel growing up. I rooted for Daniel and Miyagi.
Yeah.
And then, like, it would just feel so weird if, like, I watched Cobra Kai first, then watched Karate Kid, and I was rooting for Cobra Kai to win the whole time.
Yeah.
Johnny would lose. It would be weird.
A lot of these Cobra Kai fans just don't. Like, it's about the young ones, like, not like guys like us, but these young ones that don't watch the movie, They don't. I still don't think they get it. Like.
Yeah,
because you have to watch those movies.
They want some Outer Banks
to really understand.
Like, no, the movie,
yeah. Like, you got to really understand those characters and stuff.
Now, Strike First, you may not agree with me, but I mean, I'm recently I'm revisiting the next Karate Kid. I remember watching it as a kid, but I mean, the main reason why I watched it was, for Mr. Miyagi. But also, I'm noticing different training techniques though in that movie that Daniel didn't do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go back to rewatch that. Yeah, that's true. But, like, I don't go back to rewatch that movie, man. I mean, first time was enough. Like,
I had to watch it in 3 different days, 3 separate days.
Yeah, I can't. I've only seen that movie once, and that was when I was young.
Same.
But I think it kind of, I guess, being young, but it kind of showed you that there could be somebody else other than Daniel, that could learn.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, Cobra Kai role.
It was interesting seeing Miyagi, like, work with someone other than Daniel. It was very interesting, especially with, like, Julie being as hot-headed as Daniel was. Yeah, context and nuance. Yeah, yes. This is. I love that it's become it's an important phrase, but it's now also a
so important.
I love it. Perfect.
I mean, I don't think anybody goes to rewatch that movie for Julie Pierce. Like, I don't think anyone's like, let me watch this movie because she's in it. No, they're watching it for Miyagi. That's it. I mean, it's not good. Like, I don't know what Netflix is doing, keeping that movie on and taking off the trilogy.
Yeah. What?
They still got that movie on, but taking the trilogy off.
Yes, they took the trilogy off, but they kept the next Karate Kid.
Tony over here, what are you doing?
Why? I don't
it's the exact, just like, why shouldn't Venom be rated R? Like, what are they losing? Like, what are they gaining for keeping next Karate Kid on there? Nothing.
Sony has a deal with Netflix. That's the sad part. You have a deal with Netflix, but you don't you have Cobra Kai is like run by Sony a little bit, and
Sony Television, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have the Karate Kid movies on Netflix. It's like, come on.
Especially the Karate Kid 3, because a bunch of people haven't seen that movie, and then when they see season 4 or they hear Terry Silver's gonna be back, they're like, "Who is that? I gotta go see this movie."
I'd say about 8 have seen the first, second, but barely anyone's actually seen the third. Like the third, like you got to get on that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you got to get on that. You got to watch that for what's about to come to see the level of villain we're now bringing in.
Exactly.
Now, has anybody had any experience with the
agree.
Karate Kid 2010?
I liked it.
I
enjoyed it. It was just a kung fu kid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ralph Macchio said that.
Yeah.
He said it was a kung fu kid.
I mean, here's what I'll say with that movie. I think, like, I actually really like that movie. I just think the name should be changed. Like, if you change it to the Kung Fu Kid, I think
it's much better.
People would have less of a problem with it. Like, it's actually really
even
enjoyable.
like
The
Will
soundtrack
Smith's kid.
slaps. Jaden does an okay job.
Back then,
Jackie,
he was saying.
Smash up the car. Like, you know that scene with the car being smashed up by Mr. Hahn? Like, that got me the first time. That's powerful. Like, you know, he had a car crash over some, like, minor thing, not even a big problem. And, you know, he lost his missus and his kid. You know, that was powerful. It was like a revitalized Karate Kid score, you know, when he's training Dre on the wall. And I was like, ooh! Yeah, like, I think watch it as that.
Yeah,
I think the reason why I didn't like it as much is because I knew the original Karate Kid movies existed. As a standalone film, it's solid.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah.
So why do you
really good?
Why do you think that they tried to even put that label on there? Just for marketing?
Because for marketing.
Oh,
reasons,
it's for
money.
marketing for sure.
Money.
Yeah.
The name,
Like
the name, the story, the basically it's basically the same story, but with Dre and in China. Like it's basically the same thing. But man, I tell you what though, like there's a lot to like about that movie. Like the chase scene is cool. The fights are sick.
The fight scenes are awesome.
The final fights at the end are dope. Dre's
Cobra
sick
Kai
at
needs to
the
do
end.
that
Like,
though.
oh yeah.
Cobra Kai needs the way the spectacle was.
Yeah.
They need Cobra Kai needs to take a little page out of that book and make the spectacle like that in all Valley distance.
Yeah.
It does say that the Karate Kid 2010 that it took place in Beijing, China. Filming began in July 2009 and ended in October.
I mean,
wow.
I mean, you know how like cinematic that final like fight looked. The All Valley in season 4 needs to look something like that, like really grand, big, big crowd, everything.
I kind of liked how they had like a screen on to like represent like who's fighting.
I really think that All Valley teaser wasn't just for like teasing the All Valley. That is a teaser. I'm betting Terry Silver is going to tease this game. Like he is going to like really.
Just like the YouTube advert.
He's going to put his money
to his TV ad.
Yeah, he's going to put his money into it and stuff like that. That's what I think. Oh, wow.
I completely agree. Do you guys think that?
Yeah, you seeing this, RJ?
That guy.
Oh yeah, you're watching the same.
What's that guy?
Oh, I can't believe it.
You know the guy that does this with his hair? He does that, flicks up like that.
Again?
Do you think that inspired Hawk a little bit? You know the guy that fights Chung in the semifinals, and he does this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Surprised.
I think I'm getting Hawk vibes from him. Just when he's like that, I was like, maybe they looked at it and thought, that's good. We'll run with that. Come here.
How funny would it be like if Miguel asked Hawk, like, why'd you really pick a mohawk? And he's like, oh yeah, I watched the Karate Kid.
Whoa, that'd be cool.
That'd be crazy.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. That would be even if they don't say the Karate Kid, maybe they're just like something karate, but it's like kung fu, some movie. Sensei, we said we have to be ready to discuss.
The Karate Kid 2010 made $159 million on a $40 million budget.
Yeah, they need to really. I think Silver's gonna like put some commercial appeal in it. He's gonna get some sponsors into this. He's gonna have his own.
Be a snake in the grass.
This is why I love this. Yeah,
like, because that voice guy that's doing
this is why they have to win. Silver.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for season 4. Dude. This is crazy.
3 months. 3 months.
For that whole month of December, though.
Mr. Han and Master Lee having a fight.
A what?
There's a deleted scene. You know, Mr. Han and Master Lee, they fight at the end. There's like a deleted scene of it.
Oh, I don't think I've seen any of the deleted scenes.
They should have had them fight.
I was like, man, they should have kept that in. I was like, damn.
That whole month of December is going to be long, dude.
I think it's going to be it's going to be a good long, though. You know what I mean? Because we're getting like all these trailers and interviews and, it's going to be leading up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They usually do like, I noticed that with Netflix shows, they usually do like the interviews like after the show airs, like the first day.
Oh, they do like spoiler interviews where they talk about what happened.
No, because like,
it's usually like the week
they did like last week.
Oh god, they're definitely doing that. I'm not watching any of the TV promos or the clips.
I'm not watching
I'm not watching them. Even though it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be like all over Instagram. Really hard
because you can watch football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this game is gonna be so epic.
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah.
This is the. So for context and nuance, what game is it that's about to play? Robbie versus what?
Patriots and the Bucks. Goat versus Goat. And I don't mean me versus Sam.
Wow.
I mean Tom Brady versus Bill Belichick.
Well, I'm game to watch that. I'm sure everyone else in the chat is game to watch that too.
Sorry, guys.
Bro, everybody in the world. I mean, I think this is probably one of the most viewed football games.
This is like the Super Bowl. This is like the regular season Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is up to Jacob. If you want to keep the stream going, but this is going to be a short stream.
What I'm thinking is, I mean, what I'll do for everyone in the chat. Let me just one sec, my camera. Okay, so what I'll do for everyone in the chat is after the next watch party, which is next week, I'll add an extra maybe 45 minutes or hour of discussion after that, where we can explore even more with stuff, because I'm sure we have a lot to say on Venom.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we got a lot to say on that.
Is this after the watch party?
Other stuff, so don't worry. This will be made up for. Yeah. This will be after the watch party, yeah.
Tristan,
I think that movie's quite short, and it's like an hour and a half.
Did you guys want to give out your favorite Halloween movies at all?
Oh, Halloween movies?
Yep, that's a good
that's a good one. Or favorite.
Or you want to wait, or you want to do it now?
Whatever.
Oh, they're showing the Venom
now.
thing on
Oh, boy.
Get that out of there. So for me, got some really poor signal today.
Damn straight he is.
Halloween 1, 2, 2018. That's it.
For me,
I mean, Busta Rhymes, like, trick or treat, mother.
God damn it!
It's cool, but Jesus Christ, like, God Almighty. He's like, Hawaii!
Say that again. Say that again.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I was watching that. I was dying, man. It's literally, he's like, trick or treat, motherfucker. Like, it's just like he not only kicks Michael Myers, he drop kicks him through the fucking window, and Michael's just dangling like this.
So are we ranking like Halloween?
Like, no,
from
we
like
shouldn't.
The Michael Myers movies, just those.
You can do that, and then we can move into our favorite actual Halloween movies, like that we watch in October.
For me, Halloween, like Michael Myers, I'm gonna go the first one, classic, the very first one. The second one, 2018. The third one, I'm gonna go the one that got retconned, basically. The one that came out after the first one, like the very first one, the one that got retconned. And then the rest of them, they could just. I'm not even gonna bother ranking those. You can have those. I mean, but god damn it, like Busta Rhymes. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
What about you?
Sweet.
Who's going?
What's that? Strike first. Did you go?
What about you?
So
we're like really focused on this again.
Yeah, I've only really seen the first two Halloween films. I like both of those a lot, but I got some catching up to do on the as far as the others go. Because growing up, I was always like a Scream fan. Like I love the Scream movies.
I'm excited for the fifth one.
Me too.
I'm excited for that one.
The Scream movies.
Me too.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the show? The Scream show?
I have not.
It's on Netflix. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I watched it. It was all right.
Yeah, it was
I don't know. They sort of kind of lost me towards the end.
Yeah, because like
it was good. Sorry.
They do like the first two seasons with the same characters, and then the third season is like a reboot of whole different characters in a different like show.
Oh, it's stupid.
Story.
Yeah, I like the fifth. I actually like the fourth one a little bit. I think the fourth one's a little overhated. I enjoy it.
Me too. I remember going.
I like Halloween H2O.
That's not bad. Like I like the premise of that movie. It's Michael's mask that I don't like.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Scream movies. Oh man, I mean they were big back in the day. I mean. From 96
that first Scream was the first horror movie I ever watched. I remember it was like 2 in the morning.
The first one.
You know, I put Channel 1 on, and I legit bloody I got through the whole movie, and I was like, right, closure, final shot of the house, and then there's like a glitch of Ghostface on the screen, and I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed the first one.
Like the first one's the best one. I really enjoy it. Second one's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
good, solid sequel. Third one's okay.
Solid.
Yeah, third one's. I don't really watch the third one, but the fourth one's really good. Fourth one's a step up. My only like problem with the fourth one was that glittery cinematography, like the spark. Like I didn't get that. Like it was too bright for me. Cinematography was not that good.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of that.
Wes Craven was a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he was.
A lot of good movies.
Yeah, he was for sure. He was. Like I really enjoyed the first Scream, and the second one was all right. Third one was like wreck sibling into it. So you thought this was a real killer. Fourth one I think is overhated. I like that one.
I like the fourth one as well. I actually we watched it yesterday. Or the other day, whatever. But yeah.
Man, did anybody see the People Under the Stairs?
People under the.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, The People Under the Stairs is a Wes Craven film in 1991. It's pretty good.
Trick or treat.
Oh man.
Do you guys have any other favorite like movies that
1991
like Halloween related?
I like The Conjuring, the first one.
I mean, one thing I'll say about the Halloween movies, it's just that I really liked the first one. How you 1 second, let me just change that. You didn't see Michael get from A to B. He was just there, like literally, just a great white shark. It was perfect. I love it. It's like, oh, he's the boogeyman. and then after that, money, 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 money. It's just like, let's just cash in on him. Get, Busta Rhymes go. I'm gonna say the full thing.
Resurrection was
trick or treat, motherfucker. Like he gets the whole thing. He just basically gets him all line. Kick Michael Myers, go Karate Kid. Like, who the hell in that moment is gonna get all Karate Kid? In front of Michael Myers.
Dude,
even Michael Myers is like, what the?
My favorite
H2O was trash. Go ahead, TCK.
My favorite Halloween movie / scary movie is probably the first trailer for the Sonic movie. Because that was scary, man.
No. You want to know mine?
Me of that.
The first trailer for Cats. That
whole movie, man.
Jacob, we have a donation from my boy Wildman.
Raise a pint in the chat.
Oh, hello. Yes, raise a pint immediately. I'll be doing that, after the seeing Venom. Can you imagine a Scream star focused on action films? Potentially. Thank you for the $5, man. Thank you for the $5. Pint immediately. Do it right now. Hey, that Sonic trailer. As soon as I saw Sonic, I was like, yeah, nah. But
did you guys like the Insidious movies?
In terms of horror movies, I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
I like the first one.
I've never watched them.
I like the first Insidious.
I think
I didn't like the second or whatever, how many ever they made. I didn't like the rest of them.
Yeah.
That first one was that tiptoe through the shit. Golly.
Yeah.
That was creepy. I think they used that song in one of the Walking Dead episodes in like season 5. Yeah. I was like, oh, heck no.
And then that freaking Satan-looking motherfucker.
Oh, that dude was creepy. That dude was creepy, dude. He's like,
yeah.
I was like,
have you guys seen Jason X?
I hate that movie. Fucking trash.
I have to confess, I did see Freddy vs. Jason in the theaters.
Ooh, how was that?
Interesting.
That movie was terrible. Terrible movie. I won't even call that a film. That's a bag of Skittles.
No. Like, I would kill it just literally.
Bloody Skittles.
You're there for the final fight. That's it.
Bloody Skittles.
What about The Strangers? Have any of you seen The Strangers?
I actually like the first one.
Yeah. They have both.
I enjoyed that. I watched that this year.
They have both of them on Netflix.
Yeah, I actually liked it.
That's like my favorite kind of horror when there's like the stalking. I don't know why. It just like creeps me out. It gets me going.
That movie was. Those people are sick.
Yeah.
My 3 top horror movies, of course, my first one will probably be Prince of Darkness by John Carpenter.
This offensive line is trash.
Monster Squad and Lost Boys.
Lost Boys is good. I like that one.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be doing a remake.
Really?
They're supposed to be doing a remake.
Oh man. Well, hopefully we can do it as good as Cobra Kai.
Oh God, not.
These people calling me, they're not Cobra Kai material.
Remake is coming with Noah Jupe and Warner Brothers. It's always Warner Brothers.
Wait, what happened? A remake of what?
Remake of Lost Boys.
Like Warner Brothers are doing the remake.
Did you know that
they have like a festival?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Why do these companies want to remake?
Oh yeah, Darius,
movies?
The Shining. The Shining is a
cash.
Yeah, that and they're running out of ideas. I feel like
money.
Not creative enough.
Nothing creative anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing: is there are ideas out there from like up and coming creatives, but it's just the bankability isn't there to give them the chance. Like that's the problem. It's just what sells instead of taking risks anymore. Which I get it, but it's only until something like Cobra Kai comes along on YouTube Red that gets a look in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite scary movie franchises is the Scary Movie franchise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those
movies are hilarious.
These are great.
Did you know that they're making a Gladiator 2 like after like 20 years?
What?
They're making a Gladiator 2. It's in the works.
That was
Yes.
longer than 20 years.
I like the first one, but I don't know what the
People we needed like 20 years ago.
We don't need a Gladiator 2. It's way too late for that.
Yeah.
And plus, Russell Crowe, not that he can't get back
Like,
into shape, but that man is out of shape.
Got a sequel.
And anybody watch the
movies
Alien
are
movies or
hilarious.
Predator or any of those?
You
I
say
haven't seen
Alien and
these,
Predator?
actually.
Oh,
Just Predator?
I've seen all the Alien. Oh, yeah. And
Chosen Vader on it, yes, I have.
Yeah.
It was pretty solid.
Man, I'll tell you with the Alien movies, they should have known when to stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Predator movie, I enjoyed, the "You're one ugly motherfucker." I enjoyed that one, but after that, like from that on, it was just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Just stop. And then we've got like, and this is a problem with Hollywood. Hey, you think the Predator's scary? We've got the Super Predator.
Tristan, I like the first one.
Are you guys ready for Matrix 4?
Yeah.
I gotta catch up. I've only seen the first one.
First one's the best one.
You know what? I have a confession. I still haven't watched the trailer.
Really?
The first mate,
For the
For the fourth one?
I just
fourth one?
for the fourth one. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I can bring myself to do it. The first three, they have their issues, but they're staple, if you know what I mean. And the fourth one, I can't take the franchise. I can't take any more. Like I can't. Please, I'm praying, movie gods, please let this.
Well, okay. Based on the way the fourth
haven't
one
watched
looks,
the trailer
it looks good.
I'm
I just don't like how it looks like they're rehashing the first one a little bit.
Why isn't Lawrence Fishburne in it?
Yeah, I don't know why Lawrence Fishburne's
So it's
not
the
in
Force Awakens. So it's the Force Awakens of Matrix, basically.
it. I guess. Tristan asked, "What do me and Jacob think of the Terminator movies?" First two are good.
Don't even get me started on that fucking shit show. Don't even. That
Let's
pisses me
go.
off. Anything.
Let's go.
That really annoys me. Right. So
I'll be back.
Take my Dominic Cross off. So Terminator 1, I didn't really like. I didn't really like it that much. Like I was like, okay, it's cool. But Terminator 2, no, like hang on. Like I thought it was okay, and it was classic, but I wasn't as invested in it. Terminator 2, however, I love that movie.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Okay. All right.
Like,
I thought you were gonna say it was
really
terrible.
I'm about to say, man.
No. Hey, listen. Hey, film buff, trust me, I know my shit. Like the first movie is classic and it's good.
The first one's good, but the second one just has
I
that.
didn't have such an investment in it. But it's one of them rare occasions where the sequel is miles like the second movie is so good. I put it in my top 10 all the time. Like I love that movie. It's one of the movies that explores the deep bond between man and machine. And what does Dark Fate come and do?
Dark Fate. I didn't see Dark Fate. I didn't see it. I had not seen it.
Don't watch it.
I
Don't
skipped
watch
that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't
I was
watch
like,
it.
nope.
The first 5 minutes of that movie pissed me off. I was like, what are you doing? You're just basically
Really?
shitting on the whole legacy of the best film ever.
Belichick better not get in my face
Heartbreaking, what
because
it
I'll drop that. He's getting in Brady's face right now. That
NFL humor.
But yeah, like, the second one is really good. I love the second one. Third one, Salvation, Genesis.
I just like Salvation with Christian Bale.
They just keep screwing the pooch. Like, just stop. You don't know what you're doing over there. The Terminator film that we all want is what happens with the humans versus the robots in the John Connor situation. We want that, but we keep getting a little bit, and a little bit. It's like, no, give me the full Monty. But the second one and the first one, classic, good, powerful. After that, nope.
Skittles.
Just
the bag of Skittles. Like, not even good Skittles. I'm talking like stale Skittles, like that have been opened.
No such thing.
Like when you go to the cinema, you buy a pack of Skittles, you open them, you eat them, you take them home, you leave them in your cupboard, and then you come back a few months later, you try like, in date, like that kind of skill.
Mm-hmm.
Just awful.
There's no M&Ms, so I gotta eat the Skittles.
I mean, Dark Knight has some cool moments, like with the new type of Terminator that they got in it. Sick, but the overall story and the opening, no.
Ginkgo, Chris asked, what's your favorite vampire movie?
That's a tough one. Probably The Lost Boys, and then Dracula Untold's pretty good.
Have you guys ever seen 30 Days of Night?
Mm-mm.
No, that's a messed up.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's
also Martin. Martin's pretty good. It's a George Romero film.
This is kind of off topic, but I saw the stupidest boxing movie of all time.
What?
Grudgman Day. Robert De Niro and Sylvester Stallone fight each other, and they're like 70 years old.
Grudgman
and Kevin Hart's in there.
Oh no! Not this. Oh, this just looks bad,
bro. They're like 60-year-old men fighting.
So this is a case of where the star power can't even save the movie.
Bro, Kevin Hart's in a. Kevin Hart shouldn't be in a boxing movie.
Kevin Hart is not funny. I'm sorry, but he's not.
I was about to say it too. He's overrated. He suffers from little man syndrome.
Yes. He's so overrated. All he does is yell and scream.
There's a whole commercial about him yelling.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin Hart. That's my thing. I yell.
Yeah.
He's so overrated.
I did what I had to. Yeah.
Yeah. Lost Boys is probably my first vampire movie. Second would be
The Blowout Commences. Wow. A fumble. What a dumbass.
I haven't even watched that. I really need to go on it.
Wait, RJ, who are you rooting for?
I really need to go on
that. Body the spread.
Yeah, I really need to get on Lost Boys. I've heard so many good things about it. But yeah, like in terms of the horror genre, just, you know, mostly your staples: Scream, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason. Friday the 13th is cool. Who else is there? What's one of the other staples? Chucky. I don't really watch Chucky much. For me, it's just like kick that asshole over. I had some weird encounters with some Pennywise, and so.
Poor Penny.
What about Hellraiser? Anybody? Any Hellraiser fans out there?
I've never actually watched that. I've never heard of it.
Southpaw is a good movie.
Oh, Southpaw is great.
Who put that?
So good.
Oh, Tristan, Southpaw is flipping incredible. The problem with Southpaw is it was released around the same time as Creed, and it ain't stacking up that.
It's overlooked.
Like they really should have.
They should have waited.
So underrated, that movie. Oh.
They should have waited.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite boxing movies.
Has anybody ever seen Kickboxer?
Oh man,
phenomenal. Phenomenal. There's a song that's called "Phenomenal" by Eminem through the movie. He does it for the movie.
Oh.
There's over this old Navy commercial. I'm so sick of it. It's so annoying.
Bro, I'm sick of all these commercials, man.
You know, watch the Chucky TV series and it comes out.
It's the American dream.
Yeah, TV ads. Good grief. But yeah, no, Southpaw is sick. Like, I really enjoyed watching that film. There was one scene in it that just, man, where the daughter's screaming at him, you know, it should have been you. Oh!
Am I the only one here who likes Creed 2 better than Creed 1?
You're not the only one. I do too. I like Creed 2 better.
Oh, all right, yeah. Because most people I talk to like the first one better.
That's the one with when he fights Drago's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one better than.
I like that one better.
All right,
Like,
good. There's something missing about
you
it.
get to the end of the film, and you're like, who do I root for? Drago or Creed? Like, who? I was like, oh shit, I'm conflicted. I like this.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? You guys,
man, that training scene.
Oh yeah, bro. That training scene is the most intense, like, montage training I've ever seen. Like, he's trying to. I've never seen him do this. He's like trying to lift the thing up with his head.
Have you guys seen the? So it's after Rocky 5, before Creed 1, just called Rocky Balboa.
Balboa. Yeah.
What did you think of that one?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I like that they didn't have Rocky win. I like that they didn't have him win. I like that. I was like,
if he won,
this is realistic.
There actually is another cut. There's another version of the film that he wins.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I gotta find that because
it's on YouTube.
So glad that they did.
Send it to me, TCK.
All right.
So there's something about it where like I just like seeing the characters again, just like kind of reuniting and just like seeing where they're at. Like I like seeing Paulie again, his old trainer that trained Apollo and stuff like that, and his son. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed the fact that it had him lose, but it had him lose with dignity. Like I think it was really solid, and I'm so glad that they made that decision, because if they'd have had him win, man, that would have been the biggest BS. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No.
6-year-old man beating the guy that's never lost in his prime.
Come on. But they did it with dignity, and it was a good film.
All right, I sent it to you, Shark.
But the was sick. I mean, like what I love with the Creed films, what they do with the training montages is they use the Rocky theme, like the classic one.
Yes.
And they reinvigorate it. Like they give it
and
like
it fits so well. It fits so well.
Loved it. I mean, hell, when they're in the desert and then the score starts playing, I was like, hey,
bro,
fucking, I'm gonna renew my gym. Hell yeah.
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 I love that scene, man.
And like the first one, I love the training scene and the running scene where he's like running through Philly and he's got all like the people following him on the
bikers.
Like, oh, that's so good. The fights are filmed well, really well. The one with Drago at the end, where Drago's like, you know, all he wants is his mother's love and caring, and she just pisses off. I was like, you bitch! Like how? Like how dare you? How dare you? You know. And then Drago throws the towel in to, you know, obviously prevent history repeating. Such a good full circle. Such a good full circle there. And hey, I mean, if they're gonna, I would love to bring him back. You know, Adonis and Drago. Like,
I mean,
could be Apollo.
I don't know how I feel yet about Rocky not coming back for the next Creed movie.
Yeah, I don't know how about that either.
Like, how do you not? Yeah.
Oh, dude, when I remember being back in college, and one of the biggest songs around that time was "Don't Waste My Time" by Krypton Conan, and when it plays in the first Creed film, I was like, "Oi, let's go!" And then in the second movie, as he's walking out to the ring, you've got like, you know, Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson like singing the song as he's walking to the ring. Ooh. Like in the cinema speakers, it felt like you were actually there. It was loved it, powerful.
But I wish I saw them in the theaters.
It's like watching a boxing match in theaters.
Yeah. And what's great about it is the way it's shot is every punch from each of the dudes feels like you're taking the hit. Like anytime like a punch would land, like the speakers would have this like it would vibrate. So you're like, oh fucking hell, I felt that. But yeah, it's oh god, like I watched the second one in the cinema with my mum, and I just remember having a blast. Like it was just such a fun watch. And with, I know they've kind of passed the legacy to Creed, but this is my one problem with them doing the Drago storyline in the second Creed film. Is the next
like what's left?
Like, how do you stack up? Like, I've seen people say maybe Clubber Lang.
Nah, you can't do that.
That's cool, but then what happens is it starts to go into Cornyville, where it's like, oh, like Mr. T's like, I'm back, fool. I'm back for revenge.
I still pity the fool.
Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And Rocky got closure at the end of Creed 2. Adonis got closure, starting a life with his family. Drago's like part of the story was told, and that was wrapped up. Like the scene where the Dragos are running together at the end, I got choked up. I was like, father and son, you know, Robbie and Johnny in season 6. But you know, it's Tristan. You're like, I'll show you a real man, and then Rocky's like, you are man. But like I feel like it ended so perfectly. Them carrying it on, I don't think they're gonna top that ending. I don't think they're gonna.
No way,
like,
man.
They can't. Like Rocky's with his family. Adonis is now starting a life. It just.
So
I love the scene.
King's comment. Read his comment.
Rocky 4 is the best American
best
movie.
American movie.
Who's Clubber Lang? Mr. T's character in Rocky 3. Hello.
The boxing movies?
The boxing, but wait, you've never seen Rocky. You've never seen Rocky. You know, Rocky.
I'm not going to remember a movie I've never seen just because you're singing a song I don't know.
You don't know Samuel L. Jackson. You don't know Rocky. You are literally pop culture illiterate.
I have a college.
Pop culture illiterate.
Pop culture illiterate.
Yeah, pop culture illiterate. I like that. I love that. I love that. Oh, Top Shot. Is that true? The villain in Creed 3 is his brother. Oh no. No.
What?
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
At first, I thought you said his mother.
Yeah, that is his mother too. His mother puts on the gloves and they do that.
I mean, it's like,
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
No, like if it, no, I need to Google that. No, come on, tell me it's not his brother. Oh God, this is like some Fast 9 territory. We have a little Google search. What we got? No, I typed Creed 3 brother, and it comes up with Assassin's Creed. Probably more.
That's funny.
Oh, it's going to be a Creed. Some other source says it's Adonis Creed's ring nemesis. Don't know. Darius says he saw a rumor about Apollo having another son, and who doesn't like Adonis having the family name. The only issue I take with that is Adonis has just saved, like he's just reinvigorated the legacy of his father by bringing vengeance, you know, against the Dragos. Like, so whoever this guy is and comes in is like, oh, you don't deserve that name. I'm going to say, no, screw you, because he's just gone up against that machine in honor of his father. Where were you? Sitting and having a coffee. Get out of here. Like, I'm already not invested in that subplot at all. Like, Jesus. Oh, God. Like,
I love the scene where he takes. I love the scene where he takes his daughter to the where he trains, and like she's deaf, so he just keeps punching the punching bag, and it's loud, and he's screaming, and like she's smiling.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
And like, Daddy's being a bitch.
Yeah.
Speaking of fighting,
yeah, like really
did any of you guys see the Mortal Kombat reboot?
Yeah.
Nah.
I did.
Strike.
Kano was the best thing about it.
See it?
I haven't seen it.
Like I won't say too much in that case, but Kano is the best thing about it. Other characters, you know, 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
Same here. Yep.
very 50-50 with it. Like the fight scenes are cool, but the overall package, it's all right. It's better than most of the video game adaptations, i.e., ones in the past that are just awful. So it's a fun watch. I do recommend watching it though.
All right, boys, I'm gonna go watch this game. But this was fun.
Head on over to the game. Go,
Oh yeah,
go
I'm
Steelers.
giving Jacob nuance and context in this game. He's going to watch it. With me.
Yeah, I got it.
With me and Yinko, we'll probably talk some more movies, and then we'll join you guys in a bit.
All right.
Thanks for coming on, guys. Strike, you were on time, man. I'm proud of you.
That's gonna be a new thing. So whenever I'm actually there, Strike's on time.
I'm never on time.
Nice.
So it's something with the Cobra Kai in the title of our channel name. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's how we roll TCK.
Yeah. You guys fall in whenever's ready, right?
Yeah. Whenever we come in, Strike, it's TCK, fall in.
Fall in.
Yeah.
TCK, Strike, give me 50 push-ups on your knuckles. We're starting over.
Like, Sensei, we're on Zoom.
Warm them up.
Warm them up.
Sensei, we're not in the same room. All right, boys. Well, I'll catch you guys later.
Yep.
Yeah. See you in a few. We'll round up talking a bit more on movie discussion, then I'll see you boys shortly.
All right, guys.
Skittles.
A bag of Skittles.
So yeah, like I suppose what else could we talk about with have you what movies like stick out for you in terms of like fighting movies, Yinko? Like what movies like have you sort of come across over the ages?
Fighting. Ooh. Dragon the Bruce Lee story is not bad.
I remember watching clips of that. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched the full thing.
Also, Rapid Fire is pretty good with Brandon Lee.
I've heard of that one. Like I know Steven Seagal has done a lot, but I hear like most of his are kind of generic. Like they're kind of just like the same thing each film.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Never Back Down. Like that first one, like
is good.
One, but the first one.
I'm good, Lisa. How are you? I like the first Never Back Down. I like it. It's so underrated.
Oh, the Kanye West song that plays as he's approaching the arena. I was like, oh,
that don't kill me. Kill me, make me stronger. I need you to hold me up now.
Fire. And it was just like, I think didn't they have like this like CG animatic like kind of thing where he kicks him and you see like the bone breaking or something? I was like, damn.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, that movie is low-key brutal for a PG-13 movie. Like it pushes the boundary.
Pushed it harder than Venom did, I'll say that.
Yeah.
300 is pretty good. 300?
Yeah, 300's good. That's a classic.
300 is underrated. Doesn't get enough.
I really enjoyed that movie. That's a classic. Real classic.
I haven't met anybody that doesn't like that movie.
Yeah, for sure. Good. Fight Club's okay. I never really got into it too much, but it's okay.
I like Fight Club.
The rest of the other
I like Fight Club.
Like, I've only seen the first one. I need to get on the rest.
We're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. First rule.
The Transporter is pretty good.
Ah. Oh yeah, Transport is always a fun watch. How many movies of those are there? There's about 3 or 4?
3, yeah. And then, did any of you guys watch Atomic Blonde? That was a pretty good one.
I saw that. It was okay.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It was okay. It was all right. Yeah. It was all right. It was a good watch.
It wasn't bad either. It was just.
It has a good cast. That movie has a really good cast.
James McAvoy is wasted, in my opinion, that way. Just like
the Ghost in the Shell.
I've
never
seen
watched
that.
The live action one.
I never got around to watching it.
Isn't that one with Scarlett Johansson in it?
Yeah. She's probably worth watching the whole movie for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never got around to watching it, but I might watch it. I'll see how I get on. But no real urgency to go ahead and watch it. But man, talking about Never Back Down. You guys seen Blood and Bone? Michael J. White.
I have seen that.
Oh, really? Michael J. White's in that? Oh. Huh.
I really enjoy.
Michael J. White is a badass dude.
Yeah, that dude's honestly one of the best things about Arrow. When he was playing Bronze Tiger in season 7, when he's in prison with Oliver, when them two were fighting the whole prison, I was like, oh, something good.
Michael J. White. When I think of him, I think of Spawn.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
classic.
Spawn.
We got to put that on the watch party listings. I haven't watched that movie in years. Spawn.
Now, don't forget
so
that
long since I watched that movie.
Michael J. White also played Jax in Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Yes, he did. He's just top notch.
You know what movie I'm going to see? It's Edgar Wright's new movie. The guy that directed Shaun of the Dead, Last Night in Soho, horror movie. I'm seeing that. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Oh, have you guys seen the Undisputed movies? I've seen the first 3. I don't know if there's any more.
Undisputed.
Check them out.
Is the Bourne Supremacy
in
stuff
it.
any good?
Like really intense fighting. The Undisputed 3, I think, was 2010. So I was back in secondary school around that time.
He's got Wesley Snipes in it?
Yes, I think. There's also the Ip Man movies with Donnie Yen.
I've seen those. Yeah, those are good.
Is the Bourne Ultimatum series good?
Yes. Yes.
It's been a while.
The first 3 are phenomenal.
I've got them on my shelf here somewhere.
Okay.
My dad used to love those movies. Ultimatum was really good.
Wow, it's hard to believe. Bourne Identity came out in 2002. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I got the DVDs. Here we go. 1.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh shit. Wow, you
I like
pulled them
all
out
3
on
of
the
them.
fly.
3.
Yeah,
They're all good.
Nice.
Ultimatum is my favorite though. Like that fight scene with that guy in
What do you mean it's towards the end?
Nah, it's in the middle where they're like on the run. Him and the whatchamacallit? Him and
him and
the girl. Yeah, and it's the dude Desh.
Yeah.
It's the fight scene that he goes through buildings. He's chasing them. He's trying to get to the girl. He's trying to kill the girl.
I actually didn't own these on DVD. I actually watched them on TV first. And that scene when he's jumping from building to building is like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah. And when that he goes in the building and he's like, blah, 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 blah. And they're fighting. It's like, dude, that fight is badass.
Oh yeah, like Matt Damon.
Did any of you guys see the Jack Reacher movies with Tom Cruise? Taken's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've seen Jack Reacher. Taken's a classic.
Yeah, I've seen the first one. My granddad even likes the first one. Says it's really solid. The first one's good. Have they got a second one out? I haven't been keeping afloat.
Yeah. I think there is a second one.
Oh, I need to get on that then. Need to get on that immediately. I'm trying to see what else I have here. Yeah. Oh, there you go, RJ. Here's one for you.
No.
Thoughts on that movie, RJ?
When I first saw that movie, I was just like, this had like. When I was young, obviously, like I just didn't really care about it. I either liked it or. But when I saw. Oh, those. Oh, yeah.
Childhood.
When I saw them, and when I got older, I was like, wow, this was bad. This movie was terrible. Die Hard is a classic, Darius. Die Hard is a classic.
Oh, fuck. Now this one. This was the shit back in the day. This right here. I mean, aside from killing Optimus and all the original Autobots, that was the dumbest decision they ever made. Gotta get new toy sales. But this was solid. So I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it for what it was. What else have I got here?
Let's see. Here's Go. The movie Go. Pretty good.
Oh, that's a solid one.
Yeah.
Oh, my mate Ty. Man, if Ty was here, both of the Turtles movies got a duo.
Yeah.
Not the revitalized versions or whatever it is they did. Darius, the Iron Giant is just that movie is such a staple that every movie tries to basically be it now. That movie is good. Oh, you got to tell me you've seen this.
Yes. Yes.
This movie is fucking jokes.
It's hilarious. That movie is
Stifler!
hilarious.
Oh god, I remember bloody watching this just crying. It was honestly funny. And then that scene where the pie and then his dad walks in and goes
That
it's not what
movie.
it looks like.
The second one is hilarious.
Oh yeah, you remember when that thing's happening? Like I don't want to say just in case with the kids in the chat, but like the thing's happening upstairs, and he's like, "Oh, you can look, dude." And then the thing happens, and they're like, "No way, man!" And he pulls him off the ladder to climb up. Oh, brilliant! You guys ever seen this? Tuxedo.
Yes,
that's
I
another
have.
one. Yeah.
So it was quite a gem. This is one of them time capsule movies. If you want like a time capsule to the early thousands, this is where it's at. And then, I mean, like I used to watch this one a shit ton. This was childhood.
Bionicle, yeah.
Everything. Oh. Oh man, I think they released the official score for this. I need to try and find it. The score to this movie to this day, stuck in my head. Got Spy Kids. Man, I've got a lot of stuff here. I didn't even realize.
Chris Baradas, this is for you, buddy. Rapid fire, man. Brandon Lee.
What else have we got?
Rapid fire.
Knight Rider.
Hey, John.
The Italian Job. That's a classic.
I'll tell you. Now, my mother got me into these ones. Got the good old Knight Rider. Always a classic. Escapes to Witch Mountain.
Yeah, I remember that.
A lot of nostalgia. And Free Willy 2.
Nice.
Never gets old. Never gets old. Loved Willy in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, oh Jesus, this is like nostalgia. Like I haven't seen half of these in ages. Hard copies. Can't beat them. Can't beat them. What other DVDs have I got nearby? You know, Tyrone gave me this, and Ty, if you watch this, I'm sorry, bro, that I haven't watched it yet. But Jarhead. I haven't actually watched. Have you guys watched this?
I have not. I've heard about it though.
Tempted to give it a watch. Solid 50. Oh, you got Jake Gyllenhaal, Peter Skarsgård, Chris Cooper, and
you know what movie you need to watch though? Black Hawk Down. That's a classic.
Seen that? That is fucking good. I love that.
That movie is good, dude.
Yeah, I like the original Spy Kids, Tristan. Yeah, Speed Racer was weird. Yeah, that movie is so good. Oh,
Black Hawk Down is good, dude.
You know how you get them movies that are just so solid that nothing can stack up to them? That's one of them. That movie is fire.
Yeah, Black Hawk Down is good.
Just for the sake of, you know, where is it? Let me find. I've just ejected my disc by mistake. Right, there we go. Good old Doctor Who, back in the good days.
Doctor Who, yeah.
I have a DJ a remix of Doctor Who. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'd love to listen to that.
Yeah.
Oh. And I got, hey, let me just see if I can, oh, I can't get my camera off the thing. Never mind. What else have I got up on in here? Man, I've got so many of these. The only problem is, though, I find that I never end up bloody watching them anymore. Just because, I don't know, discs. Or on streaming services now. Saving Private Ryan, that film is solid. On that, there's one, the character of Upham. Have you guys seen that film?
Say it again. Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan, yeah. Oh, I got so angry at that guy. I was like, listen, your friends are upstairs. They need your help. Get up there. They're getting killed. And then he panics and then he freezes. But then after I rewatched it, I was like, okay, yeah, that's true. Because some soldiers, they would be so scared they wouldn't even want to go up there. But internally, I'm thinking, fucking bastard, you lived. You could have saved your pals. Right? Yeah, I think Ryben, him, and Matt Damon's character, the only three to live. Everyone else died. Every single one of them. And the deaths in that movie, like even the extras, like the supporting artists, like actors and stuff in there, like you just see one walking, and then,
Darius, Green Mile is sad. Green Mile is sad.
That movie with doesn't that have that guy that passed away? What's his name? Michael Clark Duncan. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, this movie is heartbreaking. Such a powerful movie. Like, it's based on a Stephen King book as well, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Haven't watched that in ages. Oh, I might put that on the thing. Shawshank Redemption, can't go wrong with that. There are so many classic movies. What else have we got
Anybody
here?
see Romeo Must Die?
I've heard about it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. Shutter Island, seen that.
8 Mile is a classic.
8 Mile. Yes, it is. You know how King feels about them suburban white kids.
Ah.
But yeah, 8 Mile. That like I love the way that movie just came about. Beautiful. I think it's on Netflix at the minute. Yeah, it's on it. It's on it. Yeah, Mohammed, Doctor Who. The first 7 seasons of Doctor Who are solid. Like after they changed it from Matt Smith to Capaldi, I just lost interest. What's another good movie? Mrs. Doubtfire. That's hilarious. I love that movie. Pursuit of Happiness. That's one. Will Smith and young Jaden.
Oh, that movie is so
beautiful. Like it's one of the rare times that we see Will Smith outside of the
Will Smith
gung ho, yeah, like where we see like a vulnerable character that's trying to make ends meet while providing for his son, and man, so powerful with a really strong message. Love that movie.
Yes, Darius, Juice with Tupac's very good. I have that T-shirt.
Never watched Juice.
Oh,
never watched that.
Oh, it's so good.
Never watched that. I think I'll be tempted to watch that. Never watched it. What else?
Did you see the Will Smith movie, Collateral Beauty? Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Did you like that one, RJ?
Yeah, I did.
That was a great one. Yep. Oh, Will Smith. Will Smith was so good in that movie.
There we go. That's my
He's a classic, dude.
And he starts playing
Slumdog Millionaire is Darius.
Like, you remember when that movie came out? Like, that movie was the talk for at least a year. Like,
Slumdog Millionaire, yeah.
That was everywhere, that movie.
The Book of Eli is underrated, bro.
Very underrated. Very underrated.
Denzel and Gary Oldman kill it in that movie.
Cradle to the Grave. I'm going to check that one out. It's got Gary Oldman and Denzel in it? Ooh.
Oh, The Book of Eli, yes.
Oh, Book of Eli. Yeah.
Head Up to the Grave is like a fun movie, to be honest with you.
Book of Eli.
It's a fun movie. It's got Jet Li, DMX, Gabrielle Union. When she was in her prime, being fine.
Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, man. That's a great album. Great album.
Solid.
Boys in the Hood. Yes. Boys in the Hood is a classic, man. I mean, y'all are killing it with the classic films out here.
Fuck, there's one movie that I absolutely adore. I can't find the disc, but I as soon as I finished college, I bought this film and I fucking love it. It's a film called Gridiron Gang. You guys ever seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's good. I love that movie. It's like where we get to see The Rock as Dwayne or something before, Hobbs. And Hobbs in every other film, where you actually see him play this coach, bringing these people from the hood together, trying to turn them into something better. Oh, powerful!
Oh wow, it's got Exhibit in there.
Yeah, it's got him in there. Like when I realized he was in it, I was like, man, this is like a time capsule to that time as well. I was like, damn.
That's it. 2006.
King,
It's
you
based
like
on, like a true story.
King? Are you talking about the one with you like ATL, the one with Ti?
ATL. Oh, is that the one I'm
I
thinking
hate
of?
that movie, dude. I can't stand that movie. It's so the acting is atrocious in that movie.
Oh yeah, I never got around to watching that. Coach Carter. That's another good one.
Good one, Clot. Sing well, man.
Mr. Cruz, please leave my gym. I'll do push-ups for him. Like it's literally like Channing Tatum's like the token white dude.
Yeah.
But he's got like a little buzzed hair, and he's just like, I'll do push-ups for him. One person struggles, we all struggle. Woo! Love that movie. There's one more. There's one more I'm thinking of, but I can't quite put my nail on it.
Have you guys seen a movie called War Dogs?
I've heard of it. But
Yeah,
I don't think
with Jonah Hill and Miles Teller.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh man,
well, it's on Netflix. I might watch it. Wolf of Wall Street, American Sniper.
Chris, watch out! Rush Hour.
Rush Hour, yeah.
Man, y'all are killing it. Give me some more, man. Like
all of the Rush Hours. Hell yeah! I mean,
Rush Hour trilogy.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, like Mike ain't that good. The first one's okay. The first one's enjoyable. If you're a kid,
throws in the gun. He throws in the gun, and it lands halfway in the hallway, and while they're shooting like over here, he's like, "Damn, Lee!
Damn, Lee! We out here for this shit!" Whoa! Damn! I thought this was the bathroom, man. Sorry, man. Got a head like Barry Ponds. Ah! Yo, hey, all people in China, they be screaming like Gaika, Gaika.
Chicken Run, Castaway, Ocean's 11.
That plane scene in that movie,
man,
where he's like, I be screaming like every time Godzilla be, I be screaming like Gaika, Gaika, like Gaika.
You guys seen Full Metal Jacket? That's serious. He's like, yeah, run. Love that one.
Dude, Chris Tucker. My dad met Chris Tucker actually.
Oh wow, that's
he
awesome.
lives here.
Damn, RJ! Throw him a
Damn, Lee!
Yeah, get a video of him just saying, "Damn, Chosen!
Damn, I'm chosen! Damn,
I'll be putting that in my videos instead of the dun 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 dun. I'll just have.
Oh, Jacob, have you seen the? Darius brought them up. Have you seen the Friday movies?
The Friday movies.
You
Which
have
one?
got
Friday.
to watch those, man.
They're the ones I'm
Friday, next
thinking.
Friday.
You have
No,
got to
I
watch
haven't.
those.
I've always seen them on like discs and stuff, but I haven't actually. They're doing another one.
It's with the rapper Ice Cube and Chris Tucker.
They're doing another one with 2022, by the way, sequel.
What? Why?
Ice Cube. That reminds me of. Are we there yet? That movie. You guys seen that one with Yeah, fucking brilliant, that one.
With Nia Long.
Yeah, we're family now. What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine.
What's mine?
You understand? I understand. I want Pop-Tarts. And he tries to fight Chuck in the second one. Powerful. Distant Thunder. I never actually watched that, man. Abbas. Need to watch Tombstone. Best Western ever. They did like a remake of.
I knew he was going to bring up that movie with Ralph. I mentioned Ralph Macchio.
Magnificent Seven. What else have we got in that Western category? I think my granddad likes this one. The Equalizer. Safe House. That one's good.
Safe House with Ryan Reynolds and
yeah.
That movie's good.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to see Ryan Reynolds in like a serious role where there's not many jokes. Like it was very interesting seeing him sort of like do something different.
If you want to watch a good movie with Hugh Jackman, check out The Fountain, 2006.
He's also in a movie with Ewan McGregor and Michelle Williams called Deception. Very interesting. I'll say that. It's not great, but it's decent.
Like my mind is. This is where I'm at. Like all this, like these time capsule movies. Do you know where my mind is? It's in Blockbuster. When you would go there on a weekend,
yeah,
a movie, getting some popcorn, or you just rent a couple of movies. Like it's back there. Like
I had a Blockbuster near my neighborhood.
You still got one?
No, I had one.
Yeah. I got one on my high road. Closed.
I have like
Nothing.
one video
Tristan,
store left.
I watched it.
I've watched it.
Straight Outta Compton is sad too, dude.
Yeah, I watched that. I think about a couple of weeks after it came out. Really enjoyed it. Very solid film.
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton is very sad. Suge Knight, screw you.
That whole thing is just
ass. That dude is a dick.
An asshole.
That whole thing is just
driving up on him and popping his ass.
His ass. That was a good impression.
Well, Jacob, should we end here soon and call it a night?
Sure. I'm gonna just find one more movie. There's one that's sticking with me. It's in the blockbuster days. I just can't pin it. Freaky Friday, that was funny. What was it? No, not Lizzie McGuire movie, even though she was everywhere around that time. Cheaper by the Dozen. That was it. I was trying to think of it was a comedy movie like around that time.
Was that Steve Martin? Was that Steve Martin?
Martin.
Mm-hmm. When he's getting them to toss the eggs, he's like, toss, just toss. And you got like a young Taylor Lautner before Twilight got a hold of him. You got Eugene Levi. You got like all these like early thousands actors in there. It's really weird. Another time capsule movie, comedy, and it's hilarious.
He's 76 years old. Holy crap! Oh wow.
Is he?
Yes, 76.
Oh yeah, that's the Looney Tunes movie as well. You got that one. Space Jam, classic. Yeah, it's probably all I can think of. But yeah, this is like a nostalgic 20 minutes, just going back on old school movies and all that kind of jazz. I'm sure it was quite nostalgic for everyone in the chat as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, a good solid 2 hours of nuanced Venom discussion. Oh god. Cobra Kai, Karate Kid fun. We've touched on some horror. We should definitely add that for the next segment as well, because I want to expand upon that. I want to talk a little bit more about the horror genre, especially with it.
It is October. We had to do something for this month actually too.
So we can carry that on even more. And then this was just like a nice like half-hour nostalgia trip down memory lane of all the early thousands movies. Kids today will never know unless it's on a damn streaming service.
I guess we'll never know.
They'll never know. I'm turning into that old guy that sits on the porch going, "Get off my lawn." Yeah, I'm turning into him. It's like, you kids, you youngins, you don't know what you got.
Update on Jacob's team. I'm giving him context and nuance in this game.
Yeah,
he's gonna learn about football in this game.
Before we sign off, I am going to choose an NFL team. Now, the important thing here is, as I say, nuance. Most people are born into a team, like I was born into supporting Chelsea, but I'm in actually a somewhat worse position because I get to choose what NFL team I support. Do I support the Jaguars and live a life of, just acceptance and true fanness, or do I be a glory hunter and do that, or do I disappoint everyone here and be a Steelers fan? So I don't know. I've got choices to make. And yet, Gran Torino starring Clint Eastwood, that's a good movie. That is a really good movie.
That movie's good.
That car is sexy. I'll tell you what, when they put that car in Fast and Furious, I was like, nah, fuck yeah, man. You cannot beat a Gran Torino. Darius is like, I think I know where this is going. But yeah, shout out to TCK and Strike for popping in. Much love to you both. Yinko, you are the man, sir. And again, everyone raise a pint to Yinko in the chat because this dude put the list together.
He put the list together.
He put it together.
Well, King was unable to do it because he's on a business trip. So,
shout out to you, King, if you're in the chat. But raise a pint to the man here. He's an absolute legend. Right here. And of course, the GOAT.
Remember also, Sam is the GOAT.
Yeah, Top Shot. It was great talking to you too the other night, pal.
Oh yeah, you and Darius.
Yeah, it was great talking to you guys. You know,
if you guys ever want to like talk movies, just DM me. I'm always available.
Yeah, just Top Shot. Like, follow us over on IG. Follow us over there. You know,
same. Yeah, you can check me out on Insta too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna plug our things. Where is it?
Yeah, put our channel.
Oh God! All right, okay. So, all right. So the last Chosen 197. That's me. RJ, what's yours, pal?
My Insta.
Yeah.
RJ.stray.
Boom. Yinko, what's yours?
It's YINGK0.
There we go. Boom. I was just.
And if you haven't subscribe to Strike First Media channel.
Yeah, give me their channels.
And go to Pop Culture. That's my channel.
I'm gonna put the channel links in the thing here. So I'm gonna put Strikes in. Where is it? Okay, and then we'll sign off. Oh crap!
Tristan said I actually talked to you with my voice.
Is that good enough for you, Tristan? That's not good enough for me.
I did not expect Tristan.
Your voice is deep, Tristan, man.
To like say a whole like his voice was so deep. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Bro, like Tristan, when you first spoke, I was like, damn. I was like,
whoa.
All right, so I put Strike First's link in the chat above. Make sure you guys head on over there, subscribe, tell him we sent you, and keep an eye up on his content. There's TCK's channel. I'm gonna add RJ's in the thing as well. Goat of pop culture.
Notice how I changed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Suits you.
For the longest, I was like coming up with names. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just change it to this. It sounds better.
It's you, man. It works. You're the goat. This is your thing.
Also, Sam is the. If I ever see her in Atlanta, I'm be like, "You're the goat." I'm just say that you're the goat. No, I'm playing. I'm not gonna say that.
Like, who are you? Like, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you who I am." Yeah, of course, Tristan. Don't worry. So, yeah, there's Strike First Media's channel. There's Talking Cobra Kai's channel, and there's RJ's channel. So head on up over there, subscribe, and keep an eye out for their content. RJ's got some Spider-Man stuff up there already. TCK, I mean, you already know. Strike, you already know. So head on over there.
I'm working on a Sam is the GOAT vid coming up. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why I've never used that title. Like, I've used it as a hashtag, but that's yours. I want you to use that.
And if you if anybody watches Watch Party, when I make that video, send it to him. I'm serious. Send it to him. He needs context and nuance.
Immediately.
He needs it.
That's fucking flying at me. Jesus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Kings of Pop Culture. Next week, we're watching Back to the Future Part 3, so there will be discussion after it because I can guarantee, like, it's not a long one, that one, is it? It's like an hour and a half, like really short one.
Yeah.
So we'll get through that. We'll have some more discussion, and we will see you all in another stream soon. Chosen, Goat, Eagle. Boom. Take care, everyone in the chat. May the force be with you. And yeah,
peace.
Can't Venom 2. Just yeah, fuck Sony.
Venom 2 is terrible.
Why can't Peter have a blue red suit?
Before I end it, I'm just gonna say, listen, ladies and gentlemen, final note on Venom. Please enjoy it as best as you can, because if you're into the comics in any way, yeah, Jesus.